Okay, want to make sure it's working. This is now the third video I did today with the second on the D500. I just did my first time ever for the video, 4K 30. Still learning little things about the camera. What I like about the D610, the D500 is they take the even the new batteries, the Type C. All right. That goes on the Z9, I mean, on the Z8, Z6 III, Z5 II, you name it, on the full frame cameras. Uh, Nikon on the mirrorless Z needs to do the same thing. They need the full size batteries on those crop sensor cameras. So anyway, enough of that. Let's look at some pictures I'm going to show you. Get over here. I'm going to go to the share. Okay, here I am. Okay. So move my mouse over. It's working. I was taking some pictures a long time ago on the live stream that'll be on tomorrow with Jeff Neville and Gustavo and Roy Bixby and Chuck and anybody else that came in. Oh gosh. There's Roy. You can see the guy on the bottom. Oh, he got off. Okay. So I was taking pictures of the information for Yellowstone National Park. I'm thinking of going it later this year. But I decided to take some pictures of the D500, and I was using the 35mm DX f1.8 and also the kit lens 18 to 35 or 18 to 55 millimeter at 3.5 to I think 5.6. That lens is stabilized, it's sharp, it's clear. I think those were the only two lenses I used, but I just wanted to show you. Now, the dog was moving, so I kept taking pictures. But you see, it's a little bit out of focus with the 35. And then I got it sharp. And I tried to do the background. And so it's not as fast as the D610 was, in sharpness, on the speed. But when I could get it, you see, that was even out of focus. So anything that was far, I was having problems with the lens on focusing. And then, I just tried it a second time. So I'm just going through these real quick. You can see I did a lot of these same pictures, just scrolling around. On the 18 or on the 35, I tried to see how close I could get. And it was pretty sharp. It's not like a macro lens, but I could get close enough. And those flowers look sharp, don't they? I was having problems all day long until I started using that lens outside. On the inside, it was hit and miss. More light, the sharper it is, less light. But then I also had it in program mode. So inside, I should have had it on aperture priority, just a user error again. But see, I got closer. It still looks sharp. That's an excellent picture. So you see, the flowers are showing. I did some close-ups of the igloo, 97 degrees, and then I tried to do a close-up. It missed. It's just a hit and miss with that lens, but I wanted to show you that Well, once you learn the camera and type of lens, you'll get used to it. You'll figure out what to do. It's okay to make mistakes. Just learn from them and keep practicing. Keep using the lens. Keep working it. Make sure it doesn't stick on the shelf, and then the oil or the lubricants, whatever, start coming down, or you start getting fungus in the lens, stuff like that. You just got to keep using it, keep looking at it, make sure that the lens is good. You look at the quality, and as you can see, this one, I'm going to go over here. Yeah, this is the 18 to 55. Okay, and you can see that right there. So you see, I was changing it from 18 to 35 to 55. Now look how close I can get to here. And this is with the kit lens, and it's stabilized. So I don't think the D500 is stabilized, but the lens is. That's something to think about. If you get a camera that doesn't have IBIS, but maybe it has digital stabilization, that's okay. But if you get a lens that's optical stabilization, that's a plus on your side. So you can see with this kit lens, why would I need the 35 millimeter f1.8? Because it's a 1.8, but look how sharp it is. So I'm just panning around, program mode, 55 millimeter, 35 millimeter, 18 millimeter. You can vlog with this camera, but it's a big camera, okay? But look at that, going back and forth between the 18, the 35, and 55. Look how sharp the pictures are. I love this lens. In fact, I don't need to put another lens except for maybe a telephoto lens like the 500 PF, okay, or even the 150 to 600. I think it's the Tamron G2, which is stabilized. Just use those lenses. I think the G2, the 24 to 70 on the Tamron is stabilized also. So there I got a bird, okay? And I had it at 55 millimeters. So I lucked out on that. And yeah, it's a little pixelated, but look how sharp that bird is, that crow. And if I go back a little bit, still kind of but even the next door neighbor back across the ditch looks pretty sharp. Okay. So I was impressed with this lens. Going back down, 35, 18. So I'm following this bird. I did get it to 35 and then to 18 millimeters. Then back to 35 and then 55. And he's in my backyard. His life, he'll be in his own peril because either my dog or my cat, if they were outside, he would have been a goner. But that's a pretty good character right there. And you know what? I'm going to move myself back over here. And there you go. So you can see all the information. I'm going to move this down just like that so you can see it better. Okay. But I was panning around different focal lengths and stuff. In fact, what I'm going to do Okay, let me do this. Okay, get that. Now I'm going to finish with this lens. But look how sharp it is. These are the sharpest pictures I think I've had all day, just with this lens. And it's a cropped, and I did go to the crop factor of 1.3. So this is a crop sensor camera, crop sensor lens at 24 by 16, and then I went to a 1.3. So I even cropped it more. But the focal length stays the same. So I can do like 4 zooms on 1.3, but if I do 5 zooms on the crop, it's the same picture. Okay. It's just that if you want to switch real quick to get it quicker, that might, and you change your button to do that on this camera, uh, it enhances it or makes it quicker instead of going to the menu and changing it. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, and I'll show you when I started doing that. I was wondering why. Well, it's a crop sensor camera. Why would, and I said, well, maybe it has different focal lengths. And sure enough, I had one more. So it was a 1.3. I got to try it out. So you see, I think the fence was more in focus. I had like the empty space and then the 4 um, for the focusing on the 500. But still, sharp pictures. I mean, Jim, before you go to Turkey, 18 to 55. I know it's not the 16 to 28. It's a smaller lens, and it's not bad. But you got a Canon. I forgot. Forget what I said. This lens looks great. Anyway, back to here. So I'm just scrolling around. And you see, once you start taking pictures, folks, you can't stop. Quick. Now, you're talking about how I changed from 24 by 16 to a 1.3. I will show you. There it is. Okay. So same thing there, same thing. And then I went to 24 to 16. And that's it. I just wanted to show you that. Um, so I thought that was a neat feature. That's it for the photos. End of the third video. I'm ready to watch Peter Gregg's live stream, live from the Christmas room in Miami. In 5 minutes, folks. So go to Peter Gregg, subscribe so you can say hello and do a comment. Give him a like. And these pictures are fantastic. Very satisfied. But I'm going to go on one of these. Which one? I think I know which one. It's either that one or that one. Decisions. What am I going to pick? Of course, that's not bad. Right there. I think I'll go with that one. Okay, folks. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.